I was at shout out to Knuckleheads Boxing. That is Sean Gibbons' boxing gym that he has out here.
Okay.
Yeah, we went and did that promo over there once upon a time ago. I hope y'all been enjoying those promos too, by the way.
Somebody said, y'all wow.
I be kicking it, just be watching them and laughing at them like,
what the fuck y'all doing?
Like, I can't, yeah. So I love those opportunities. So thank you, DraftKings, for giving us those opportunities. But I was talking to Sean's son, and I was telling him that this fight's gonna end in a knockout, and I don't know who's gonna get who first. It's hard for me to see Isaac Cruz going to sleep. But the thing with Isaac Cruz is he's a straightforward fighter. Mm-hmm. And the thing we did see for ROLLY against Tank, ROLLY moved and had timing against Tank early in that fight. Mm-hmm. When we saw him move forward when he had Barroso, he moved, and it seemed like the residue of what happened with him and Tank, now he's just a lot of bouncing around and a lot of moving without actually punching. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, if he could come to the ring with that version of Tank that he was, with that timing and the punch that we know he has, he's gonna be strong at 140 now. You know, he was sucking down to 135 and coming in there leaning dudes. Yeah. But he wasn't leaning dudes based on him being bigger than him. He a lot like Keith Thurman. He just has natural punching power. At 140, that same punching power, more energy because he's a little healthier, a little more fit, things like that. But it's hard for me to see this dude right here getting slept. It's so hard for me to see him getting slept. And so my thing is, on the other side of that, if ROLLY just moving, he's going to corner you at some point. And we've seen ROLLY do that. ROLLY will, after the movement, he'll give him what I call it lazy boxing, where I'm going to stop moving. I'm just going to lay here and let you throw some punches, and I'm going to try to grab you. That lazy boxing is going to get him in trouble.
You say that about ROLLY. If ROLLY comes to the ring with the prep, the focus he had versus Tank, he wins. 30th, Sean. That was like the most focused ROLLY I've seen in a long time. I think I've seen ROLLY one time that did pretty good, but he was so locked in for that fight.
Got that coat in every color.
Oh, because he had it.
He got that coat. Like,
why you hating?
I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
Oh, okay.
I'm not hating.
But if ROLLY could come in locked in, he could win that night and do what he got to do. But that Pitbull is on you all night like a real Pitbull, Sean.
But again, we seen from Pitbull, if you moving and you can box, he can't touch you.
Yeah, I think the last guy gave him hell.
Yeah.
Gave him hell. Pitbull pulled it off, but no lazy moments for ROLLY.
Can't have no lazy
One lazy moment, it's over.
Because we seen this from ROLLY recently, man. That punch resistance ain't what it ain't. It just ain't.
Is it ain't, or is that it hasn't? Is ain't after that big knockout he took?
I personally think it's ain't after the knockout.
Okay.
I don't remember ever seeing him, light on his feet at any other point in his career that I can remember. Yeah. But the fact that he just, and again, that's a grown man at 135 pounds, Barroso. Like, that's just a different kind of punch, because he's a grown man, like an old ass dude hitting you is that old man strength. You know what I mean?
Is there a saying like after you get punched, hit like that, there's something, it takes something off you? I don't know.
It's health and it's also psychological.
Okay.
So, like, think about like a car crash.
Yeah.
When you get into a car crash, the next if anything starts to even happen, you close your eyes. You like you flinch. Yeah. And it's like you tighten up.
Yeah.
And so, like, kind of the same thing when you get stopped, when you get knocked out cold and things like that. Now you find yourself clenching, because it's like that PTSD or like that car crash where I here it comes, I see it coming. You know what I mean? And so he's got to relax. The other side of that is the health, and not everybody's built for this.
Yeah.
We seen guys that's just ripped up from the flow up, and they just not built to box.
It's not everybody. Everybody's not built for this. No one's built for this, show. You wasn't born to get punched in the face
Come on now.
and over and over again, man.
You sound like my dad used to say that to me.
It's just the truth. And then eventually your body say, it's enough, man.
Yeah.
It could be 22. It
Yeah.
could be 32.
Yeah.
Be 42.
And that's the thing that people have a hard time connected to. Again, we've only seen this happen to Rolly one time. And you telling me based on one time, now he can't, every time he chinny after one time. Same thing with Amir Khan. He became known as being a chinny boxer.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's just who he was, or how his makeup as a human being is. And he got caught by Brady Prescott.
Okay.
And from that point forward, if anybody caught him, or was it that particular fight that did the damage that now every time he gets hit, there's no punch resistance. You know what I mean? So I think, going back to what I said about being built for this, you're right. Like, we're not truly built to sustain punishment. However, I think some of us are built to do what we do. We have that in our DNA where we can just make it through things, and the list goes on, you know? So
And the best way, advice I have for Rolly, if you have a fear or PTSD of being knocked out again, best way to deal with fear is face it. Face it.
fight through it.
Yeah, go head on.
You got to fight through
You
it.
got to do what you got to do. One thing I do, he got a juggernaut, Shawn. Salas. He got new.
Oh, he is with Salas.
He upgraded like for trainers. No disrespect to Bullet.
Yeah.
Bulletproof. Bullet.
Bullet.
Okay.
Right.
Somebody when I'm in jail, I want him on my side. That's all I know. But shout out to Bullet. But Salas is a hell of a trainer.
Yeah.
And I want to see the new Rolly working with Salas.
Yeah.
If he can, because I remember Rolly the last fight we was there, and you was giving him tips, and I felt like other people wasn't giving him tips that you was giving him.
The number one tip that I was giving him though was what you just said. He said you gotta fight. You gotta fight through it. What's the way you said it?
The face fear. You
gotta go to it. That's what you said, right?
You gotta attack fear.
You gotta go to it, and that was the only thing I was telling him. Throw your right hand. Go, just go. You fight him, you gonna hurt him. You gonna get him out of there. You gotta get Rolly to get past the fear of the return.
mental block.
Yeah, because let's remember when that car accident happened, it happened from him throwing. So now that's where people talking about. Oh he's gun shy. He's scared to throw because he's scared of the return. You know what I mean? So damn, we just educated y'all.
Yeah, no, it's good talk. But Salas, I think Salas gonna have him right. Gonna come in with his 12-inch shoes. And I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if Shawn went by there and checked on Rolly.
No. I'm gonna go. Funny you asked. I was thinking about going to some gyms this week.
Okay, well, make your rounds. Give us some tips. Bring back some info.